H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, and sometimes Chris Walker, who's probably out on the golf course right now. He done got the bug. Now he's sending me I didn't even look at it. He sent me a scorecard yesterday. He done got the golf bug finally. You know, he just can't stand for people to say how good other people can play that he knows. So he said he just got to get better. You know, I like it, competitive. But shout out to y'all. What's going on? It's Tuesday. Gonna have a great time today. We're gonna have some unique things to talk about today. Shout out. I see you out there. Let me shout out to my starting five first. Can I do that? Let me get that out the way. Let me look at all my devices and check out all my starting five. I want to make sure I don't miss nobody. I see people that ain't on here. Okay, that's what I like. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's go YouTube first. Let's go D. Holcomb, Rod Wells, Jeremy Davis, Simeon Sims, Eric Boone is in the building. And on my starting five on Facebook, we got Dale Griggs, we got Thaddeus Moody, Mate Cora, Chris Charles, and Trey Phillips in the building. But I see my girl Mindy. I see you, Chris Charles. What's up? A Steph Curry documentary. Absolutely gonna be on Friday. That was in my notes. Thank you. It was already in my notes. What's up there, David Garrett? How you doing, man? Man, I want to know how the summer turned out for y'all. I want to talk to the parents. Yeah. We're gonna revisit the subject yesterday because I was disappointed. This weekend, y'all. Shout out to Belinda Johnican. She donated to the cause of buying books to send the kids. You know, they banning books. Y'all look up these ladies called the Moms of Liberty. That's a group of white women who've been going around the country getting they're well financed by billionaires. Moms for Liberty, and trying to get books out of certain schools, books out of certain libraries, and I'm trying to get them books in them kids' hands. So yeah, that's what we do. But shout out, thank you, Belinda, so much. Let's see. What's up, Herbie? Brad is in the building. I'm not on Facebook. Yeah, I am on Facebook. Facebook is live and well, baby. I don't know what you looking at. Mate says she going to the rooftop. Oh, the roof. It's the roof, not the rooftop. It's called the roof. I introduced the Chop Shop to my homie, Willie Parker. He tuned in yesterday and texted me, man, this dude is intense. You know what? And guess what? And I can't help it. I wish I could say I wasn't. I'm very intense. I'm intense and I'm intentional. It's a purpose, y'all. I promise you. I'm intense. I like that. Intense and intentional. about this. What's up there, Sonya? But I'm trying to see where I'm gonna go today. You just made my day, Daryl. Daryl, you know I love it when I see that. You gotta understand. I learned a long time ago. What's that lady? Maya. What's her name? Maya Angelou said. She said, "I don't pick up the praises, so then I don't have to put down the criticisms. I don't pick them up. If you like me, okay, but I don't. So I don't worry too much about the praises. And I definitely don't worry about the criticisms. So, but I like that. I like that one though. Yeah, I like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love y'all don't understand. Y'all, this is a great time for me. Uh, like Amate said, the underrated is out on Friday. That's a story of Stephen Curry. A lot of people know the story. A lot of people just know him now since y'all don't understand the young man struggle. He had ankle injuries. He had even what his name, Monte Ellis, questioning why they even drafted. Why you draft another guard? He play like me. No, you don't play like him. And he went through a whole lot of stuff, even in college. Y'all, his first game. I don't know if you know that his first game in college, he turned the ball over 12 times in his first college game. He didn't get recruited by his mom and dad's university, Virginia Tech, because they just didn't think he was a Division I player. So he had to go to a small college called Davidson. Everybody think it's all groovy, and took those people, that team, to the Elite Eight, played 3 years in college. So when all y'all trying to make your dudes be one and done, and then they one and none, they ass out of the league in the next couple of years. He went 3 years. Draymond Green went 4 years in the league. So just stuff like that, man. I just like to be able check that. Underrated is on Apple TV on Friday. Great story, man. Stephen Curry. I followed that story because I happen to know his dad. I happen to know Byron Dinkins is a friend of his dad. Byron Dinkins, coach at Charlotte University. Great friend of mine. Matter of fact, guy who was in my wedding when I was married a long time ago. He was, I knew a lot about him. Every time Dale worked Steph out, I used to go get the plans, what he did, and I try to implement those things in my son's workout. So he great young man, and the things that he's doing in golf and a lot of stuff y'all just don't know about it. I follow it because I know it, because he ain't the kind that's just telling y'all everything I do. I did this. Humble guy, and just got a competitive spirit, man. That's unbelievable. It's coming out on Friday, so talk about that. I want to talk a little bit about Damian Lillard. A lot of us this summer had kids playing basketball, and I just hope it worked out for you. Because I was disappointed in this last live period weekend. You know what? I've really been disappointed since the pandemic about summer basketball, and I've voiced my opinions on here. I don't bite. I speak what I mean about. I've just been disappointed. I just think it's not about. I used to think when I used to be involved, a lot of the young men, all they wanted to do is they wanted to go and to be good enough to be able to be thought about and playing for college basketball. Then if they're good enough, they'll try to go pro, And I know this game has evolved. These young kids now are brands, but you got to be good to be a brand. You can't be missing layups every damn time and talking about you getting a brand. You can't keep getting your ball picked and getting dunked on and talking about you're a brand. Everybody's not a brand. But this game has evolved and we got to do a better job of putting on display. We got to have matchup. Somebody telling me a dude had 30 points. My first thing, who did he have it against? If he had it against Robert Young, that ain't gonna fly with me. If he had it against Eric Boone, that ain't gonna fly with me. Them 50-year-old men. Don't tell me you got 30 on the janitor. You follow me? You know, iron sharpens iron. And and we just having these events just to have these events just to make money. I ain't trying to tell you not to be enterprising. My thing is parents. Quit paying to go in these events, man. Your son can stay at home for one week. He's been all over the country. If his ass ain't been seen yet, then you got to think, you got to say, wait, whoa. I still don't understand them things that happened this weekend. I still don't understand. And y'all can call me. Some y'all know how to get my number. You guys that's over these programs or coaching these programs, what the hell y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? I put it like this. What's your purpose? Listen, I apologize. I ain't gonna bash you. Share the show, everybody. What's your purpose? What's your purpose? What's your intent? Why are you doing this? Sometimes you got to ask yourself why. Because if you ask yourself why, maybe you wouldn't be doing some of this stuff. Bringing your kids. You are Houston Hoops. And you are Houston superstar. And y'all don't have the wherewithal to tell the event operating in Dallas. Man, I ain't coming up here to play against the damn Houston Hoops or the Houston superstar. We could have did that at Houston in one of them events. Do y'all have plans? Do you have plans? Some of these programs need to rethink their purpose. Do you have a purpose? Why did you get in this business? Why did you do this? Lady Barron, Robert Hatter, I want to amputate every lie that's been told. And the problem is our parents, y'all scared of people. I've heard. I can't do this. I got to be on John Lucas' team or he don't do this. I got to do this. I got to do. Wesley Yates' life turned out all right. Your life gonna turn out all right. Don't let nobody. Marcus Johnson, don't let nobody handcuff you. If your son is good. See, my thing is, and I keep trying to tell everybody with a son, make sure your son good enough. Playing all these games all around the country, his ass better be in that damn gym. Go every time he go play. I know he got weaknesses. You know why I know he got weaknesses? Because guess what? Ain't no college coach came and told me every kid he saw don't have no weakness. So he got weakness. So we need to work on those weaknesses. We need to make those weaknesses our strengths. So guess what? The most important year of your son's life is that summer before his season. That's before his senior high school season. That's the most important year. You ain't worried about him being the best ninth grader. You ain't worried about him. I got this. I got this from John Lucas. I love him. That's my hero. Don't worry about your son being the best ninth grader. Don't worry about your son being the best 10th grader. Don't worry about your son being, you better make sure that you're the best 12th grader so one of these colleges going to want him. We got mamas out here talking about, well, if my son was 6'6", it's 6'6" dudes that still ain't make it. Don't matter how tall you is. It's what's in here. Marquise Noel up there tearing them folks' tail up in the summer league. He this tall. And then if your mom, well, if it's the daddy, the daddies, don't worry about nobody else. Make sure. The only reason this kid good because his daddy put him in this. His daddy put, if your son, we just got to make sure. It's like your son gonna get his chance. He gonna get a chance to go on Apollo. But when his ass get on that stage, he better be able to sing. Y'all always want all this exposure. I want to play on this star. I want to play on this circuit. Y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all getting exposed. You got guys that's playing on the EYBL. The only thing he can get is an incarnate word offer. You could have got that playing over here with the Junebug All-Stars. Not downing in an incarnate word, but when you go on the EYBL, don't you expect more? I've been trying for these ever since I've been on this show, I know what's going on. Y'all been drinking a dirty, nasty cup of water. Because y'all think y'all know it all. And all I've been trying to do is give you a clear glass of water to drink. These folks got mad at me. I never forget. I never forget. Share the show, everybody. Share the show. I'll never forget this. Never forget this. I came on the show and said, man, maybe we need to just let this whole summer basketball stuff just burn down. And then we build it back up right. No, what do you mean? Oh no, Patrick Henry. You can't. I got to have summer basketball. I love paying $20 to get my son in this. I love paying $20 to go in this event and then go across the town and play in another event. My son in the same, seem like it's the same event I got to play. I love it. I love it. They got mad at me. They got mad at me. I didn't say burn the kids down. I said the structure, the hierarchy. They thought I said something sacrilegious. I said you need to let it burn down. You need to tell everybody who ever did something. Don't the people in power. It's not good. It's not good. We got 2 tournaments. Show you how bad it is. We had 2 tournaments this weekend. Supposed to be live. You had a program put this same team of players in one event. I want to be clear because I still don't understand. In one event and the other. But they were separate events. So they played one game in this event, I guess a showcase game, and one game in this event. I guess they didn't want to, these warring factions out here, they didn't want to be on the wrong side. Well, I let them play a game over here and let them play a game over here. Not thinking about the mamas got to pay to get in this event, then travel 40 to 50 some miles to the other side of town and play in another event and pay to get in that event too. That should have been orchestrated. That's all I'm saying, dudes. That should have been said, look, y'all. Or just have the fortitude to say, look, I'm going to play in this event and that's it. I'm not putting my parents through that mess. Y'all hear me? Then I'm sitting on the phone, talking to a parent. She just drained my energy. Then I found out I wasn't at the games. Several people calling me just saying, Robert, there's no energy. I don't care if you, what's it? Trey Phillips, what did you, stay on task. Nobody cared about playing in no multiple events. They did it. But they told me that there was no energy in the gym. No energy in the gym. It's a live period. There's some of these kids last weekend, and there's no energy. One venue was a practice gym. It wasn't made for spectators. In a live period, they said the environment wasn't good. Events wasn't well done, Mr. Hatter. They had 9U games playing in a live 9U and 10U. They ain't live ever. What are them little kids doing in the same gym? You got guys fighting for scholarships on one floor, and you got little Junebug and them just falling and diving on the floor over here for basketball, and the ball's rolling on each court. Looked like a circus, they told me. They ain't gonna charge you $20 at the door for the circus. Do every weekend, ladies and gentlemen, have to be a money grab? Where were the matchups? I didn't hear nobody talking about matchups. Classic matchups between this player and this player. Where were they? Where were they? Where were the matchups? Where were the Kendrick Davis versus Quinn Grimes type of matchups? Where were the matchups this weekend in Houston, in Dallas? I just want to know, Corey, you in Dallas, where were the matchups? If I'm a college coach, I want to see him play again. Don't tell me no dude that hit no 30 points. Don't be posting out, seeing, oh, man, they got, if I see one more edit, coach, you're going to another school. You're leaving a high school and going to another. If I see one more of them damn edits, I think I'll throw up. Just take your ass on to the other school. You don't have to put an edit up for that. You don't have to squeeze the juice out of every weekend. Where were the matchups? I don't even have no matchups to talk about on Monday. I ain't got this. Hey, Quentin Grimes versus Justice Winslow versus De'Aaron Fox. I ain't got no matchups to talk about. And I definitely wouldn't have put them guys there and had some damn 10 and under games right next to it. The kids are missing out. We doing these kids a misservice. And all y'all trying to be groupies and want to know the players and kick it with it. We doing these kids, and we got to start being adults. We got to start being leaders. Kids going to playing on EYBL all that time. And getting offers from Boogaloo State. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to tell you every day, just in case you didn't hear it yesterday. Basketball has pivoted. These kids have value now because of the NIL. It's coming. So we got to run our tournaments different. We have to market our kids different. We got to do different stuff, and you got to be good. Olga Fuentes. I was using a hypothetical. Everybody know it ain't no Fox, it ain't no Green, it ain't no Grimes. But it's matchups, Olga. See, sometimes y'all don't even think about what the hell you did. You just, let me tell you something. You got some, what the dude tell me the other day about your thumb? Your thumbs are strong, but your mind ain't strong. You got some strong-ass thumbs and fingers. Somebody said there's a lot of kids that aren't being noticed that are a lot better than the ones who are being noticed. Why? I'm going to put this up on the board. Why? I don't believe that, but why? Give me a for instance. See, champs of champs, I don't know how many times you've been on the Chop Shop, but you can't put that kind of stuff up there without Robert Half saying something about it. That ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with what I was talking about. You missed the point. All I'm telling you, you missed the point. You missed the point. Okay. You don't need no Fox. You don't need no what's called. If you got Olga, this for you, so you can quit thumbing. These guys in a live period are trying to get college scholarships. These 9-year-old and 10-year-old schools are not. 10-year-olds are not. They shouldn't be on the same floor. Is that better? Goodness. I ain't even talking about the talent of the state. See, now y'all thinking about the talent. See, y'all. Let me try to give y'all, I guess I got to put it where the goats can get it. Because y'all can get it. You got guys competing, supposedly, for college scholarship. So you should be putting matchups. So college, this for Olga and Barrett. So college coaches can see matchups. This guy here, he think he a college player. He got 2 or 3. Let's match up. They ain't got to be Fox. They ain't got to be Graham. They ain't got to be none of that. No. Take that out your damn mind. Gosh. Just somebody that this guy can play against. So if he feels, if he's college, if he's a prospect and he's a prospect, let him play against each other. And they shouldn't play next to no 10 and under and 9 and under games. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now, yeah. That's the point I'm trying to make. No, champs. You got to answer this question for me. Give me, champ. Let's today. Robert, this go all over the world, champ. Tell me the lot of kids that aren't being noticed that are better than the ones that are being noticed. Champ, it's your chance. College coaches watch this show. Champ, let me help you. Every single day. Champ, help me, champ. I'm going to put you back up there, champ. I got to put you back up there. Y'all, we ain't going to let champ get away with this one today. Boy, I love this. I didn't mean to go here. He said there's a lot of kids. Give me the kids. I want to know who the kids are, champ. So guess what? I'm finna put them on the radar right now, champ. Your chance to put them kids on the radar right now, champ. Champ, do me a favor. You put those kids on the radar. I'm sending it to every college coach I know. See, y'all ain't finna have all these excuses and putting this crazy stuff on these screens. Champ of champs. You said there's a lot of kids that aren't being noticed that are a lot better than the ones that are being noticed. Put their names right here, and I'm going to send it to every college coach I know. All right. A good example is when Buff pitted Kingston Flint. Absolutely. Thank you, Doug. I don't know when that happened. When did that happen? Did that happen this weekend? I don't know when. When did that happen, Doug? I'm not sure. But I got to walk this thing back down because I got Champ. I'm waiting now. Hey, y'all don't let Champ off the hook because y'all know I'm gonna move on and be Champ. He taking a long time. I got my boy Jeffrey Day here now. Oh, I got my dudes. I got Doug and Jeffrey Day. That's all I need because I know everybody. All they got to do is tweet and say something. Then all the people who I want to reach is go. Now I know that everybody is about to reach this talent. He said talent has not dropped off in Texas. Go to tournaments. Yeah, okay. Oh, this past weekend, shout out to Buff. What was those matchups here in Houston? Shout out Trey Johnson and Jared Harris. But Trey Johnson and Jared Harris could have stayed their ass right here in Houston. They played on 2 Houston teams. Oh, thank you, ball so hard. I still don't understand that one. But, you know, it is what it is. Dallas ice is colder, I guess. Think about it, he said. So you're talking about, no, you just told him, champ, you see how I'm talking about. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Champ, say, hold up, that's Doug. Let me put Champ, hold up, Champ. I can't let you, man. Champ, I'm going to be 3 weeks getting all this information that I need to get out of here because y'all ain't getting this stuff. Y'all ain't in class right. Champ said, well, I got that. Champ, you said, there's a lot of kids that aren't being noticed that are a lot better than the ones being noticed. Just give me ones that you know, champ. All I want, you were talking about top one because I be in the gym every weekend, Texas guys. Champ, let's comment on what you just said, champ. You said this, I ain't said nothing. You said there's a lot of kids that aren't being noticed that are a lot better than the ones that are being noticed. Give me one name. Because I see you playing around, you don't have no name. Just give me one name. Since you be in the gym every day, every weekend. Thank you, champ. You be in the gym. And guess what? I got 2 more guys here be in the gym every weekend. And it's their job to be in the weekend. All I'm asking you, since you be in the gym every weekend, guess what? Guess what you got? Guess what you got a chance to do right now, champ? You got the chance of changing some man's fortune right now by announcing who you talking about. That's better than some of the kids that being ranked. Because I am going to send it to every college coach I know. How many? Can you do that, champ? Have you done that? Jacob Longoria, Kane Miller, Truman Thompson, Damari Lister, CJ Vela, and KJ Hampton. College coaches. Jacob Longoria, Kane Miller, Truman Thompson, Damari Lister, and CJ Vela, and KJ Hampton. Hold up, champ. Watch this. Champ. These kids better be good, champ. These kids better be good, champ. What level can they play at, champ? What coaches should I call Juwan Howard? Should I send this to Penny Hardaway? Should I send this to Jerome Tang? Tell me what coaches who I should send it to. Should I send it to Mike Boynton? Should I send who should I send it to? Should I call Jay Lucas up there at Duke? Who should I talk to? Champ, all of them playing, what level, champ? You say they better, and who they are better than? Hear your chance, champ. I'm trying to get these guys. I done put it out there, champ. Champ, this go all over the world, champ. I'm trying to help you. Champ, one of them might go overseas, because I got overseas people watching the show all the time. Champ, you done put it there, didn't you? How many times, champ? I'm waiting on champ. See that, champ? I got some people on this feed, champ. I don't know if you used to the Chop Shop, champ. Champ, I got some bad mama jammers on this show. I got some experts on this show. Ball So Hard TV, Jeffrey Day. RCS Sports, Doug Jones. I got some dudes on here, champ. You look what they asking you, champ. Watch this. Look what the pros asking you, champ. Champ, these guys here get invited to go places, champ. This the Chop Shop, champ. Champ, I don't know what they done told you. Share the show, though, champ. You need to share the show, champ. But I don't know what somebody done told you, boy. But this Chop Shop ain't no joke. Champ. Champ, you got to give it to me, champ. I'm trying to help you out. Champ, this the Chop Shop, man. Oh, champ, you know what I'm going to do, champ? I'm going to take a break, champ. I'm going to give you a chance to recover, champ. Because guess what? The Chop Shop got the greatest partners in the world. Champ, I need you to go by Cleopatra's and get your cigar. It's in Richmond. Go to Mimi's Cafe, get you some food, then go over to Cleopatra's and get you a cigar. Champ, this for you. This for you right here, champ. Okay.
Someone had a birthday party at our restaurant next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe. They asked if they could smoke cigars on the patio. Told them yes, and they stayed a little late, and they said, we don't have anything like this in this area. So we decided to pray on it, and collectively we decided to move forward. You know, there's a need for it. This is this old part of Richmond. It's growing. The new courthouse is right there. The sheriffs come here. We get their full support. They just had a function here a couple weeks ago, and we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue.
Champ, let me tell you something, champ. I'm glad you watched. See how valuable this Chop Shop is, champ? Champ, I know for a fact college coaches finna check on who them guys are. I don't know the levels. I don't know how good they can play. But champ, I'm going to put it on you, champ. Because when they call me talking crazy, I'm going to say, champ told me this. I'm going to say champ now. I don't know your real name, champ. Because you're on the alias up there. But I got some experts over here, champ. Champ, do me a favor, champ. You see that Doug Jones and Jeffrey Day, connect with those guys for me. Because if these kids good enough, I'm going to talk about them some more. And them guys going to tell me, champ, this is how we do. Champ, see what you did today, champ? What I love about what you did? You brought a brick. See, we building some here on the Chop Shop. And champ, you brought some information. I wouldn't have never heard about these guys ever if you hadn't came. Thank you, sir. I'm really, thank you, man. Thank you. This is why a platform like this is so valuable. Champ, we got a guy on here that was responsible for the longevity in the career of Sean Marion, who trained him for a long time. We got experts on this show. Champ, this ain't I don't know who told you about this show, but tell them I said thank you. Champ, we got some bad dudes on this show. We got a woman on this show that flew around the world 1 million times. Been working at United and Continental 100 years, but she looked like she 20. Named Sonya Billings. Champ, your kids, them guys you just mentioned, champ. No, champ did good. I like champ. You came to the right place, champ. Now don't just come on the Chop Shop one day. Yeah, I got y'all hooked up. Champ, I got you, man. And do me a favor, champ. If you want to talk further, send me your information. Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Chop Shop Htx, like Houston, Texas, at gmail.com. This is what this show is about, man. This is what this show about, champ. Champ, we've been doing this for 7 years, man. And what you just did, man, I'm so proud of what you just did, because a lot of people wouldn't even say that. They would have thought I'm getting on. They so sensitive. Champ said, I don't care what Mr. Hatter's saying. I'm finna get this information out of here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, L. Ray Dixon? Thank you, champ. But let me get back to some of basketball, champ. Champ, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. You in. Doug Jones, look him up on Twitter. Jeffrey Day, ball so hard, look them guys up. Y'all. Champ, I appreciate that, man. Man, you just made my day. You made my day. Keep an eye out for him. Now, okay, see, now we talking. See there? Y'all don't understand. I need some more champs. Champs, I don't know your real name, man, but just tell me that your name when you email me. Just tell me your name. But, man, I need some more people like Champ. I love you, Champ. If me and Champ gonna get together, we're gonna get these kids singing. But, Champ, watch that statement saying they better than the other kids. Unless you done seen them up against the kid, up close and personal. Because I saw something, Champ. Champ, I saw something, Champ. I want to share with you, boy. See, Champ, you're taking me off my game, but you so special to me. I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let you take me off the game. Champ, you got to remember this one now. I got this from Dino, whatever the guy named Dino. He said, if your goal and your dream is to be that dude, then you're going to have to be that dude every opportunity. Champ, check this out now. This go for KJ and CJ and all of them. Check this out. Champ, when you're matched up against somebody more respected than you, that's an opportunity for you to show that you are his equal. You can't blow these opportunities because, champ, you got to tell these kids, and hoping they watching this show, this is for them. You can't blow these opportunities in that situation. You know, you got to serve. You got to hold serve. If you just hold serve, you win. You are considered to be less than that person. You know, the evaluators and the people who got them people ranked. And if you play him to a draw, that draw goes to the underdog, champ. Because he was supposed to knock you out. You sit there after the game and you'd have held your own and you went toe to toe. That's a win for you. Champ, day your lucky day, Doc. You need to clip that out, champ, and send that to the young fellas. McKinley Singleton. Hey, y'all. This is my hero right here, y'all. This dude right here. Hold on. You ever just had a dude you just love that's your friend? But he also, and you just secretly admired him all his life. He knew I respected his game. But he just, I don't know, do he know how much? And McKinley Singleton, I ain't gonna let another day pass by. You inspired me in everything I did, man. That man right there, I'm putting from Memphis, Tennessee, one of the greatest men I know, greatest basketball player. He just inspired me. That's my dude. When I see guys like that, been knowing for 50 years. You feel me? And he watching your show. Y'all don't know how that's getting me. Oh, I couldn't mess with him. No, I couldn't. No, I ain't. Y'all know how confident I couldn't mess with him. No, sir. It's levels. It's levels. Y'all got to realize. he had a cup of coffee. I remember, I know the Knicks had him on the roster. He didn't have a pro uniform on before. That's that dude right there. Yeah, bad man. Hey, do me a favor. Thank you, Kedrick Lewis. If you on YouTube right now, everybody on YouTube, just give it a thumbs up right quick. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you, Champ. See, they getting information from me. Because them guys there, Champ, you giving that information to Jug Jones and Jeffrey Day, they taking that information and tabulating that information and putting it in their algorithm so they can find, because they want to know who the best dudes are. You know, some people on here, they just, you know. But those two guys there, they doing this for a reason. Let me keep going. All right, let's go, Matt. Did I give y'all that on Summer Ball? I can't get through all my stuff, man. But Champ was my favorite. Champ, I love that, Champ. Hey, everybody, right quick. Coach, the deadline is almost here. Let me make sure I done looked in my phone. Let me give y'all this information right now. Let me tell you, July the 26th. Okay? The Putt Shack are inviting us, the Chop Shop, to come free of charge. You get free drinks, you get bites, I don't know how many drinks you get. I don't drink, so don't go. So July the 26th, complimentary food and drinks and golf. It's called a Putt Shack. It's an indoor event center that you can put. It's an adult atmosphere. Don't bring your little, not no kids. Don't bring. No. It ain't nobody won. I changed the thing. Everybody who want to come on the Chop Shop, they got to be grown. Don't bring your kids now. Send the email to Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Look it up. It's the Putt Shack. It's downtown at 1200 McKinney. Great new venue downtown, event space. You might want to have your birthday party there, or you might want to have something there. And Adrian Solomon, Kelton Solomon's wife, she's over this program, and they're inviting us to an adult atmosphere on July the 26th. If you want to come, I got to put your name on the list, so you can be in the Chop Shop crew. Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com, and I got to the 21st to turn your names in. Okay, so you got a few more days. Ask your girlfriend, ask your wife, can you go somewhere? Or your boyfriend, whatever. Ask them, and come enjoy it with us. Okay, did I get that? Did I get that in? Hey, and did I tell y'all? Cause we got new people. Champ, do you drink wine? Champ, I got something for you, Champ, I got some wine for you. Do you drink a little wine? Watch this. And if you want to do something real nice on Friday, from 6 to 9, go by the Roof in Sugarland, the Roof on the Lake. Great atmosphere, restaurant on the lake. That's black on the lake. And Solomon and Brian Wines will have a wine tasting every Friday. And last Friday was just unbelievable. So it's from 6 to 9. I'm not even trying to push it on this one. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. Great atmosphere. You can come in. You can do whatever you want. You can get you a bottle of wine, taste the wine. They got several flavors. I don't even drink, and I was tasting the wine, and there's a couple of them that's just special to me. And so every Friday, just giving us stuff to do. Every Friday, nice place, nice venue, and great people. Okay, great fun. So now let's get back. Let me see any more come. Fob, I can't wait till you get here. I got some places. You got some new spots for you. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Where was that? Let's go. Let's get back. Let's see. I have to keep a footnote on where I'm at. Let me make sure I got through some of this stuff. I wanted to share some with y'all. I saw this Damian Lillard. Great video, a great reminder of the mission and the camp he just gave last week and why he started it. And this champ, this for you too, champ. It's for you. It's for you, champ. Champ, everything for you today. And he said, let me see. Did I put it? Damn. Y'all check this out. Check this out.
All of these people hanging on to them and wanting this and kissing their ass and, putting them in a position where they feel entitled and, their mentality is messed up about what it's going to be and having to earn stuff and having to work and, taking criticism and listening and being coachable and stuff like that. It puts them in a position to where those things, it lets them down when they get in a professional environment and their talent can't get them through. You got to be stable and strong mentally. You got to be sturdy. You got to have something that you can stand on because it gets tough for all of us, not just young players, even the best players. So I want to help these kids that, a lot of them, you look, they ranked and they got all these followers on Instagram, but, I want to help them have the stuff that is not just a talent, it's not given to them. I'm not the most talented. I'm 6'2". I don't jump out the gym. You know what I mean? It's more talented, it's more gifted players out there. But, it would be hard for y'all to find somebody that's sharper and more disciplined than me mentally and somebody that's tougher and, sharper and better and more compassionate than me in their heart. You know what I'm saying? So, that's stuff that has been put into me for my whole life that, people encourage. That's all a part of this camp that makes me different than a lot of my peers, in my opinion. So I feel like if I can share that, not just from me, but from the people that have actually done it for a lot of kids, not just me. I just happen to be the ultimate example, but these same people, have done this with so many other kids that just went on to be good people, and have good jobs and have a good life because they have those same, values and those same principles. So, if I can get all those people and myself to pass that along to these kids now while they, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, starting college, and that give them a better chance going forward, then, why not do it?
Hey, man, that was powerful. I had to say, I don't usually let nobody sit there and talk that long on the show, but that was powerful. I think he was talking about character. He was talking about worth ethic, quit kiss, accountability. Grown folks, quit kissing these kids behind, man. Quit being a groupie. One thing I would never like to play against them. Y'all wonder why? I wonder how many basketball players out there was watching that. His damn nails too damn long. He scratched the hell out of me trying to guard me. Can't stand them dudes, them long ass nails. Don't guard me. If you scratch me, I'm gonna hit you in your mouth. All this scratching and stick your finger. Yeah, them nails too long. Did y'all see that? I know y'all didn't pay attention. Watch how long his damn nails is.
All of these people hanging on to them and wanting this and kissing their ass and, putting them in a position where they feel entitled and, their mentality is messed up about what it's going to be and having to earn stuff and having to work and, taking criticism and listening and being coachable and stuff.
Did y'all see them long ass nails? Yeah, he gonna be guarding me. Dude, you go guard somebody else, player. I ain't finna guard you. You ain't finna mess me up. But shout out to him on a greater note. Shout out to Damian Lillard, man. It matters, y'all, how we show up for our community. It really matters. Keith, Corey, y'all laughing because y'all have been there before. Are y'all laughing? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't guard me, man. Go cut your damn nail. And where am I going, Kedrick Lewis? Kedrick Lewis, hey, man. Hey, Kedrick Lewis, you still there? I like this fight about to come up. I saw it on All Access last night. I didn't know, wait a minute, I'm trying to make Earl Spence. I didn't know that was the little dude that almost killed himself, that flipped in the Lamborghini about 100 damn times in Dallas. I didn't realize that was him. And I saw it on All Access last night leading up to this fight. Him and Terrence Crawford, I think. Because I don't keep up with, but if your name ain't Floyd Money Mayweather, I don't really keep up with you. But I'm liking these two dudes. I'm liking them. I'm really liking them. I'm looking forward, man. I might sneak up there and go to the thank you, Sonya. Sonya, I love you. I might think about coming up there, man. Thank you. Hey, you didn't tell me. You mentioned it yesterday. But Earl Spence, if y'all get a chance on All Access, I don't know what channel. I just flipped the channel and I saw all. And that was a unique contrast of these two dudes, man. Did one of the dudes, man, from Omaha, Nebraska, Terrence Crawford. And I ain't think they had too many people that look like us up there. And he said it was rough up there. He got shot before. He said it's rough up there. It's rough up there. I think, that's where my girl from. That's where Dwayne Wade's wife, what the girl, Gabrielle Union's from. But I like them guys, man. I like those guys, man. Crawford, I would be there, had to come. Okay, all right. I like that. Crawford, wait a minute. Crawford is the other guy, right? Which one I suppose? I kind of like Spence. The one who got flipped over in the car. Wait, have I got them mixed up? Y'all help me out now. The one that lives in Dallas, which one is that? That's Spence, right? Y'all talk to me. Y'all know. I'm just trying to. Come on, man. Y'all help me. Wait a minute. No, Earl Spence is the one that lives in Dallas. Crawford is the one living in Omaha, right? Somebody help me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but I kind of like it. That's a fight that if I don't go, somebody just text me some crazy stuff talking about the man got long nails because he's short. He ain't short standing on his wallet, though. I bet you that. Talking about Damian Lillard. Don't call that girl no she-devil. I love Gabrielle Union, man. She just needs Jesus. That's all. Yeah, I like that Spence. For some reason, I like Spence, man. Got the two little old girls say, "I love you, Dad." I like Spence. I like. What? Say, hold up. Kendrick Lewis, we sit and talk about boxing, and then you ain't saying nothing. Oh my God, these folks, they kill me. These two guys can do something special in the ring. I think it can be Spence and Crawford too. And okay, I got you. I like that, man. I'm glad I watched it though, y'all. I just said, okay, clicked it on. But like I said, it matters how we show up in our community. And y'all, in the Win, if you ever been to Vegas, you know my favorite, the Win and the Encore. I'm gonna put it like this. The people that treats me great at the Aria and the MGM, got a great relationship with them for years. And I would never stay in nobody's hotel if I had to, but them. But the last few times I've been to Vegas, I stayed at the Encore in the Win. Oh my God. It's just, it's different. It's just different. It's just different. Oh, that buffet. Oh, let's not talk about the buffet. It's different. That buffet. Oh, it might be $1,000, but boy, that buffet. Y'all just don't understand. Okay. But y'all, somebody sent me this back. This in the Win. This is what happened in the Win. This is what happened in the Win this weekend. I got the show. I'm sorry. Which one? Watch this.
Questo è quello che succede all'Encore quando... No, è solino, raga. Cazzo. Lo stai così. Io sto pure lì stamani. No, mi ha perso il colpo. Vabbè. Gli hanno messo le manette, eh?
Calm down!
Get up!
Off a wheelchair, dude?
Let go! Let go!
Dude, this shit is crazy. Man, that girl's I don't
Yo, them girls was fighting, had the little wheelchair thing was fight. What the hell in the wind? Yo, I love the wind. What are they fighting in the wind for? I never been to the Rio buffet of Abbott Petty. You don't fight in the wind, man. The wind is like you hear angels' music when you walk through the wind. Sonya, what was they doing? Yo, these women got aggressive. What the hell's wrong with these folks, man? All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going. Found out, one of the greatest things that I love Hard Knocks. If you're anything been watching this show, I love Hard Knocks, but it's an update. I love Hard Knocks. Talk about how great is the production. If you ever watched it, I just love the production. But the Jets gonna be on Hard Knocks. You know why the Jets on there. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, not Alex Rodriguez, Aaron Rodgers. They won't be the same. They said Hard Knocks will not be the same. They're not giving all this access that they used to do. The Jets don't believe it's humane to show the players when they get released. And that was one of my favorite parts. Watching the players get released. Maybe I'm sadistic or whatever. I used to like how they come in and say, man, I got to let you go. That's sports. That's a part of the game. But the Jets don't feel that's humane. Well, then, if you don't feel that's humane, Jets, let me give you something. Well, why are you part of the NFL, this scheme, to not play the black players for concussions and the injuries they serve and concussions and in the lawsuit made you pay, but you want to pay the white players and you don't want to pay? That's inhumane to me, New York Jets, and you part of that criminal enterprise. So now it says inhumane. See, I get tired of these people. Y'all know I'm going to catch them with that bull crap. He says humane to see players get released. And I ain't going to tell you no lie. I always thought it was weird that they film guys getting fired and they're profiting off their likeness and emotions and afterwards. And, I understand that. I ain't blind. But these guys are also doing stuff that a lot of us could never do. Half of these guys get more fame from being featured on Hard Knocks than they get from their entire football careers. Because there's 90 guys in training camp, and the roster got to get cut down to 53. 53 make it. Cuts are just part of the game. If you got 90 people starting out, and you got to get down to 53, cuts are part of the game. It's important to me, y'all, to show how hard it is to make it in the NFL. It's important to me. I mean, I ain't going to fight over it, but, tomatoes. But let me see. Everybody say something. I'm telling y'all, I just have little notes that I just want to talk to y'all about. I just put them up on my screen. Hey, do me a favor. TSU, Tigers, season tickets. Let's go get you some season tickets. They're not that expensive. Call this number, 713-313-7271. Actually speak to Kevin Allen and watch how the magic. Just get the tickets, even if you want to gift them to somebody. TSU is playing Doug Jones' alma mater, Prairie View, on September the 2nd. It's not far away, at 7 p.m. at the Shell Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Let's show out at that game. Everybody. Chop Shop, everybody. Let's show out at that game. That's 2 HBCUs right in the same city. Let me repeat that. There's 2. They already done told you, the Supreme Court, they don't want your little black ass going up to the Harvard and Yale no more. They trying to stop the affirmative action. That's why they never get mad about it and talk about it. Because guess what? We got our own Harvard. We got our own Yales. You following me? We ain't gonna miss a beat. The 38th Labor Day Classic. Y'all. Oh, okay. All right. D. Holcomb, Madonna, what you think about the Carly Russell situation? I don't know what to think. Madonna, what you think? I don't know what to think. The girl got kidnapped and then she must have whooped the kidnapper's ass and got away. I don't know what happened. I don't like to speculate because, gotta understand, you're talking to a guy that got 5 sisters and a daughter. So I'm very sensitive talking about women matters. I don't know what you mean by what I think about the situation. I don't know. All I'm glad that she's found. Because most time when black women get kidnapped, don't nobody look for them. But these folk look for her. So Madonna, that's the what's the fishy part? What sounds fishy? Tell me what sounds fishy. I'm just glad she ain't trafficked somewhere like on Taken. I don't know about the fish just because the people ain't told y'all enough. Where does the fishy part come in? Y'all talk to me. See, we got to get smarter. See, mainstream news, because they're giving them information, you think it's, you let them, how did you come to the conclusion it's fishy? Because I didn't pick up fishy. I picked up them people want everybody to know what the hell that happened. And if you want to know, call the police station if you want to know. Police know what happened. I don't know. You help me, Madonna. I mean, I just think different. I watched it on mainstream media. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way they portrayed it. It's people got a right to privacy. Thank you, Madonna. Thank you for that one. But back to TSU, y'all. Let's fill that place up, man. Let's go there and have a party. All right. But Madonna, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good one. I know you're taking your time to typing, but anybody else tell me what y'all think about the Carly situation. I haven't jumped to a conclusion. I haven't thought it was fishy. I just glad they found her. Tell me what's not adding up. Tell me the part that's not adding up. What are you reading? Madonna, consider your source. See, y'all, this perfect example, y'all. Where are you getting your information from? The reason I ain't talking about it because I haven't been able to get my information from a source that was reputable. But you saying it ain't adding up because you're getting all this crazy ass information from everywhere. How you gonna add up? You're getting the clickbait. Where are you getting your information from? For you to jump and say it's fishy. We so quick to say it's fishy. If a white girl had got kidnapped, what you said? Oh, it's fishy to me. I don't know what happened. I don't. That's why I didn't brought it up. But if somebody bring it up, I got to talk about it. Ain't nobody else. I just don't understand. Where are you getting your information from? What's your source? The family ain't talking. They don't want to talk about it. It's something might be going on with the investigation that they don't want everybody to know. Y'all can't know every damn thing with y'all nose asses. I just want to know everything. Doug is switching back and forth. We get to talk about Prayer View. He goes switch back and forth from Facebook. But y'all, Madonna, hold that one. Madonna, I like that though. I love it now. You know I love it. I love it. If I talk about it, you know I love it. But I just don't want us to get caught up in that mess. Listen to me, y'all. God, I didn't want to go here today. Madonna, y'all be bringing it out of me. Byron Green, they be bringing it out of me. I got a tease for y'all. I got something. I'm finna get political on y'all. I got to give y'all something. I got to give y'all something. I got to give y'all this. And y'all can tell me later, Robert. Y'all can splice it out and keep it. But I love Madonna. Madonna, watch this, Madonna. Just watch this, Madonna. What men there? Men ain't gonna like this. Madonna, there is a movement. There's a massive wave of privacy protection that unfortunately Republicans are dealing with this Republican Party. It's a partisan issue. I repeat, it's a partisan issue. I want y'all listening. This is not happening on the Democratic side. I've checked both sides. Republicans are attempting a massive grab of data that they are not supposed to have access to. Y'all listen to this. Check this out. Boy, that Madonna, I love you, girl. I'm talking about your health care data. Republicans trying to get their head on, particularly if you have a uterus, women. The New York Times pointed out that there's a new effort from the Republican Party, 19 states, where there are 19 Republican attorneys general. They told Biden, the Biden administration, that they believe that if you are a resident in their state and you are in a state where you can't have an abortion, Texas, and you leave this state so you can go somewhere else to get on an abortion where it is still legal, because we have this multi-tier legal system here in this country. The attorney generals in those states where you live in who don't want you to have an abortion, they want to be able to hunt down your records in the other state and bring those records back to your home state so that they can prosecute. So that the prosecutors can get you. I know y'all didn't know that. Some of y'all don't read the New York Times. The parties are not the same, ladies and gentlemen. Democrats are not doing this. I vetted it. So please don't tell me again that I'm being too hard on the Republicans and the Republicans do good things. I asked my partner the other day, I asked him, I said, well, tell me some of the Republican policies that are good to you. He didn't have none. He didn't have none. They don't have any. He couldn't bring them. He couldn't say none. We don't see any Republican policies, y'all, that they are going to be helpful to poor people. Go find me one, to black people or to women. Why are they trying to police these women's bodies? What's wrong with these sadistic ass dudes? But what we see, and y'all, and I'm glad we talked about sports, but I got to get into this. I'm gonna get right back into sport. What we see is a party that's decided that y'all watch this now. Christo-fascist views of the world is the only view that matters. We got some weird ass people in Congress now, man, and in these positions. And not only do they want they want to block everything that got to do with your body. And if you don't agree with it, they don't agree with it, but they also believe in a king. Boy, Baron Green, you own it. Yeah, let me repeat that. They not only want to block anything that you're doing privately with your body, if they don't agree with it, but they also believe in a king, King. Listen to me, y'all. That's why I got to tell y'all this. Don't play with this election. There is another issue that we are going to have to contend with. Because in 2024, isn't about choosing another president. Y'all hear me, black people? It's about those of us who believe we are going to be choosing a president and those Americans who believe they want a king. They're calling him King Trump, man. Donald Trump has really been elevating this idea that the president has to have absolute power. Very Putin type. I wonder where that came from. But he has been raising this idea that he should have access to all political power. And the buck stopped with him, and he gets to make all the changes. And if an agency is acting in a way that he doesn't like as the president, he gets to stop that agency. If the Chop Shop is talking about things he doesn't like, he gets to say, hell no, they must go. And the Republicans are supporting this. We've got to be clear. We ain't got no time for this. We don't have time for people pretending to do politics. The Congressional Black Caucus. We don't have time for vanity projects. Well, we'll just give them Juneteenth. We ain't got time for that. We don't have time for hip-hop artists to be considered as civil rights leaders by folks like Robert F. Kennedy, who literally put a picture out last week on Twitter, and he put it out a report that he had just had a great conversation with civil rights leader Ice Cube. Did y'all hear that? And somebody coming over and talking about what they doing to Ice Cube. What Ice Cube doing to his damn self? Ain't no damn civil rights leader. We don't have time because we're dealing with a real effort and a real challenge. And I thought about it with Madonna. Thank you, Madonna. Because when it comes to that power and how it's going to look like, if the Republicans are to win this next election, ladies and gentlemen, if they were to finish the job that they've already doing at the state level and elevate it to the federal level, then guess what? We don't have to worry about it being any more elections. We just have Republicans for life. White, Christian, fascist Republicans for life. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Who believe that the Bible tells them, many of these evangelicals believes that the Bible tells them, wow, the religious book tells them that it doesn't matter if they have to take away all your rights. They are the chosen. That preacher said Trump is God's man. And because they are the chosen, God smiled on them. Damn you and your rights. That's what's on the ballot right now. And I know a lot of y'all don't even know this. The first time y'all heard about this, this shit is real. Go look it up. We got to be nimble and we got to be intentional and quit playing around and listen to Ice Cube and Killer Mike and all them ignorant ass niggas. Excuse my Negroes. Now, back to where I was. I saw something. I saw something. Y'all don't understand. Y'all understand. I was sitting there thinking about, y'all remember the other day I was talking about, and y'all getting on me, y'all talking about the Houston Rockets and, you know, Jimmy writing down notes about I give him a team. If the Rockets going to be in, who's going to be out? So he thought he put me in a trick. I said, I gave you the teams I want. Then he telling me about the teams I didn't. I don't believe in them teams. I think the Rockets are in. And I'm going to tell you why. I got to tell you why I'm talking about the Rockets. Tell you why. I saw something. I watched something. Thank you. I guaranteed. They replacing Silas with Udoka. That adds wins. They're replacing KPJ with a veteran point guard, and replacing Knicks with KPJ. Because Knicks was freaking terrible. Deshaun Knicks. Little fat ass. That adds wins. Replacing Jabari with a new Jabari. That adds wins. Replacing non-NBA bench players to me with actually NBA players. That adds to wins. Year 3 leaps for Jalen and Sengun. That adds wins. Just remember, I ain't trying to say they finna be world champions. But it's just something about when I saw the way Joker and what's the boy name? Jamal Murray was working that 2-man game. And then I went back and watched film of Sengun and what Jalen Green could be in that situation. It's almost unguardable. Jalen Green's problem was he just was taking bad shots. Nobody held him accountable. He could do what the hell he wanted to do. Then KPG said, KPJ come down, well, shit, it's my turn. It's my turn. You follow me? I saw a little article about, little thing about Bruce Brown. Did y'all know that signing with the Denver Broncos, Bruce, that was his only option last year? He said all the money had dried up and I didn't know where I was going. Then Coach Malone called me at 8 in the morning and was like, I don't know what you got going on, but would you come here? See how quick his life changed? Bruce Brown, the Nets said dropped him like a hot potato. He got caught up in the Kevin Durant and them stuff and all that, and Kyrie and stuff, and they weren't thinking about him. And all the money had dried up. Now the kid just signed a new deal. Shout out to Bruce. That's unique, man. I sit back and watch stuff. And then I'm going to tell you something else, too. What I like, dude was telling me, he said, man, during the final game at Peace Jam, he said, he get a call from a friend saying he was curious, who was the lady that was cussing and giving Cooper Flag, cussing, just getting on his behind. Cooper Flag is the young man. I think this is one of the most promising young players that I've seen in a while. He was curious who the lady was. And the dude said, man, that's his mom, Kelly Flag. She wasn't impressed with his play. That's why he's so good. So to all you mamas thinking you got to be a daddy, it's the daddy. No. Mama got in his ass. And guess who? Herb Baker, you here? Guess who works with this boy every day? Do anybody know that? Anybody gonna find a Thad Moody? You gonna know that? Find out who works out with him. Y'all try. I mean, if you don't know, you don't go. You can try to Google it if you want to. Guess who works out with this guy? I'm gonna give y'all a second. And been doing it for years. And we ain't know that. Been doing it for years. Do we got? Whitmore may be the best player. Who? Did you see Whitmore last night? Getting this shit thrown out of there every time he tried to come in there against them money base now. He came back to earth last night in their final game last night. That is Moody don't know. Oh my God. Well, ain't nobody gonna get this. That is Moody don't know. Oh, that damn Mark Edwards. Mark Edwards is you there, Mark. Mark Edwards, you right, baby. Go and tell us the name, Mark. Mark Edwards, I didn't think nobody was gonna get that one. Yeah, that bass played well, Herb. Mark, what's the guy's name? I know exactly who it is. It's crazy that you got that close, man. That was a good one. That Doc. I like that one. Well, give us the name, man. Inquiring mind want to know. All right, too late. Brian Scalabrine, y'all. Used to play for the big redhead. Used to play, he taking too damn long. Yeah, Brian Scalabrine. He said, I can't remember his name, the redhead dude. Yeah, Mark Scalabrine. That's the guy. He been talking about this kid for at least 5 or 6 years. He been talking about him a long time. Right? And I just said, okay. That dude. So somebody told me this. Who all was it? You had to be at the EYBL. I didn't see it, but several people all over the country have been telling me this. Said Cooper Flag is the nicest kid you want to meet in the gym, and the Boozer twins are the worst. What do you think? Somebody, I wasn't there. I didn't go to not one game. They said the Boozer twins are standoffish. Maybe because their dad is standoffish. I don't know. But there's no reason for a kid to be standoffish. I mean, you in a controlled environment like that, you shouldn't be an asshole. But but several people told me this, and I just want to know what if anybody else saw that, who went to the EYBL and had a chance to cross the paths of Cooper Flag. Yeah, Mark Edwards was right. I even said it. I said, this little dude ain't be that damn good. He live in Maine. He up there in Maine. I mean, did anybody see it? Is anybody on there from the EYBL? Anybody saw it? I didn't see it. And I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just throwing it out there because I don't want to put it a bad rap out there on the kids. Several people told me that. And they just said that they was just acting kind of standoffish. I'm just curious. I'm just saying. That's good. Okay. That's it. Good. Let me see. Let me get. Can I get into summer basketball? Let me see something. I told y'all about that. Let's see what I wanted to talk about. But I think I got enough of that out of there. Hey, I saw Wilt Chamberlain. Chuck got on you late. He plays for Mount Verde. I don't know what high school. I'm just telling you who. No, we saying Cooper is good. I'm talking about the Boozer twins. How are they? Can y'all? I gave you two. How? I did, but I didn't see him. I tell you who I did see. Okay. All right. They got Wilt Chamberlain got a new thing. They call him a Goliath. On one of the show, I think it's one of the Showtime, HBO, one of them shows. I forgot what it was. I'm watching bits and pieces of it. I hadn't had a chance to get into it, much of it, but it's pretty good. I want to check a little bit more about it, but I just want. I was thinking about our kids, right, and I'm writing a book, and then every time I get to writing a book, then it's another book, because they say I can't put all of this one in this book, so I have to, and got to stay focused, because that's why I told y'all about this book called Stolen Focus, and it's just I'm trying to see where I want to go with it. It's been an interesting week. Interesting week for me. It's the 10th anniversary. They're doing 10th anniversary stuff for Black Lives Matter. Never forget when the hashtag was created. I was in Orlando for the All-Star game. And that's the same weekend that Trayvon Martin got killed by the dude, George Zimmerman. Trayvon was killed in 2012, All-Star weekend. And then, of course, George Zimmerman was the race comrades and the white nationalists. Shout out to Tommy Tuberville. They let him go in 2013, March 2013. And I don't know if y'all knew this, because I didn't know a lot of this. That's when Alicia Garza put on her Facebook post out about the 7th of March that year. And it ended up with Our Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. And I don't know if y'all know how that started. That's how it started. Alicia Garza. And then Patrice Cullors picked up on it and put a hashtag on Twitter. And that was on the 7th of March also, 2013. So we, started as a little post 10 years ago. And then a young lady named Opal Tometi, she kind of picked up on the hashtag theme and built something out, which started as a social media phenomenon and congealed into a damn near anything that we can think of. But you know what I don't like when I think about Black Lives Matter? Then we just couldn't have that for us. Somebody else had to come along and try to say, Well, then it's a rally cry. Let's all lives matter. And then blue lives matter. We just can't have nothing. The way in which we try to center liberation and fighting for justice turns into offense to some people. They get mad. Have you ever did something? Y'all been around people. Everything you do, they just don't like it. You got some people in y'all family. Y'all got some people that y'all know. It's everything y'all do. You just don't like it. You take an individual, you know, and then the need for all the controversy to follow, where you take individuals and hold them up as the reason why this is corrupt. You know, they trying to corrupt Black Lives Matter. Them women did something great. And this is, you know, this is why we should be following and opposed to learn, leaning to the foundation of a thing. We shouldn't want to do this. And we should, I mean, I'm just watching it, man. I'm watching this stuff unfold. See, then you take a word like woke and they try to make that a bad word now. Because we done woke up and saw what they're doing. Which is like, hey, just like the, you know, and I thought about it. I thought about Black Lives Matter. And the people get mad because black. Well, it's Blue Lives Matter. Then all lives matter. Then, which is like, hey, just like the whales are going away, right? Let's say the whales. But I don't see nobody talking about, well, what about the guppies? Guppies' lives matters. Hey, what about the plankton? Yeah, we just want to save the whales because they're under siege. We want to save Black lives because they're under siege. What is it, y'all? What if I told y'all about Moms for Liberty. Y'all need to look that up. Y'all better not be knowing about this stuff. What if we created Families for Liberty? We want freedom. We want family. We're family. Mothers for Liberty. Go look them up. They're just going around. Wherever it's a school board, wherever it's a school, something, they well financed and wreaking havoc. And I'm being a little cheeky here. But I'm so sick of these people, ladies and gentlemen. How many more minutes I got? Taking things and twisting things around because you're just uncomfortable with your own humanity. Because you don't want to fix yourself. Because you don't want to go, you don't want to go for it. You just want it for your little tribe, for your little tiny recessive going away disease tribe. And I ain't talking about you as a race. I'm talking about you in your head and in your heart. So go gather yourself. Not talking about a race. Talk about how you feel in your heart. When I see these people, and I'm it's a fascinating conversation, man. Listening to guys like Cornel West, and I'm gonna share some stuff with y'all, man, because we just got to wake up. We playing too much. We got to wake up. But I'm going to bring Jimmy in and let him finish. But I'm going to finish just tomorrow. What's up, man?
What's going on? What happened today? What I missed?
No, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. Wait.
Fired up.
Yeah.
Like your low fuel light blinking over there. Low. Hey, somebody done zapped you out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's cause you know what what uh what James Baldwin said, to be a man that understand and intelligent and know what's going on in society, especially a black man, boy, you be in a constant rage. Be in a constant rage because you 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 know these folks full of stuff, man. It's just so that's all right. What you got going on, man? I'll finish up tomorrow. I'll be a little bit better tomorrow. What you got? Take us on out of here for these 20 minutes.
Uh, one, I think promise you guys uh, I guess update on this situation with this event.
Oh yeah.
The facility owners who appears to be renting out facility knowingly that the air conditioning is impaired without letting tenant possible occupiers know. That's the thing. I've had people, talk with different people, and they say, "Well, man, you know, if one air conditioner went out and the other one's blowing, and it's that," I say, but still, it's a deceptive practice. And what we're saying as a community is that if you are knowingly, it's very simple. And I explain to you guys, if you go rent a car, and many of us have rented cars within the last year, maybe, or 2 years, or 5 years. When is the last time that you asked if the air conditioner is going to work in the rental car that you're about to secure? Do you ever ask if the radio works, or if the CD works? Do you ask those questions? No, because that is supposed to be understood. Now, if somebody was to rent you a car and the air didn't work, wouldn't you go back
I'm
to that
bringing it
person?
right back.
Exactly. Or and then you're gonna ask the man, why did you rent me? Did you notice? Now, what if you found out, Hada, that person who rented you the car with no air knew the air wouldn't work? Sometimes, guess what? Sometimes we take rental cars back and do stuff to rental cars and patch it up, and they may not know that the other person, that it might have failed on the next person. It's possible. But what if you found out that they knew, and you get documented proof that they knew from the previous occupier? Conversation of text messages going back and forth. So that means you knew, yet you still went and you're trying to get tenants in here. And what I'm doing is I'm rallying previous occupiers of this facility. And I've already gotten 2 of them on board, and they're drafting up something in writing to officially declare themselves on board with this stance that we're going to take collectively against the establishment, and letting them know that none of us, at least none of us, are willing to occupy your premises until the following demands are met. And those demands will be internal between us and the facility operator. So the facility we're talking about is the Playground Houston, which is located on Perry Road in Northwest Houston, about 2 miles from Willowbrook Mall. And this is the facility. Their owners are based out of Canada. It's a group. And guess what? If you guys will see how when you galvanize, you mobilize, and you create a movement towards a common cause, you can and you will get results. A lot of people in this society and on this planet look at, I just froze up for a hot second.
That's all right. We can hear you though.
a lot of people look at us because ironically, these previous occupiers, meaning renters of this particular facility that I've spoken to, they have something in common. We have something in common, and that is that we are all African American males. The ownership is white, right? Males slash females. So that's a whole different angle if we're finding out that, which is hard to prove. So I'm not even trying to go and insinuate that the reason they're doing it because we're black. No, that's that we're way smarter than that. What we're doing is it's ironic that we know that it feels that certain people treat our people certain ways when it comes to resolution, the resolution process. They don't take us seriously. They think that we will settle for less. They think that we would take crumbs and just go away. They think we would just bump with each other and just let it slide. What we're trying to do is protect our community from this happening to someone else. And it will send a blanket message that you taking our money, you want our money, and we're going to have safe facilities. We're going to get what we pay for. So that's what I want uh, uh, to share as an update with you guys. Now, meanwhile, I'm looking at some of the comments, and Trey Phillips said, "Man, that AC been broke." And I went and I looked up something because I was doing my homework to help the attorney, the attorney that's working on the matter. You know, sometimes you got to do that. You got to serve as a paralegal sometimes if you're trying to help get better results with your own case. And somebody mentioned, well, Doug's dozen occupied that premises back on the weekend of May the 20th or May the 9th, whatever that weekend was. So I went and I looked up the weather. I went to weather.com. What was the weather in Houston during that Friday, Saturday, Sunday? The highest temperature on that particular weekend was on that Sunday afternoon. It topped off at 84 degrees outside. That was the highest, was 84 degrees. In July of 2023, 2 months later, our night times are in the 80s in Houston. So the temperature outside, and you compare that, and if it's, like it was tolerable then, you would think that a person at some point in time, laws of averages, they will get the air conditioner fixed at some point in time. You just take for granted, okay, I'm going back, I know the air conditioner got fixed by now. It's like I see you riding around with a dummy wheel on your car because you had a flat. At some point in time, I'm going to think, okay, you got the dummy. I'll see you 2 months later. Oh, you got the dummy fixed. You still got the dummy on your car? I did not expect you to have. You got, good gracious. So somebody has a question. And Byron Green said, did you give the money back or charge less to get in? We refunded a couple of teams. And that was our minimal efforts. And we asked, we let people from the door side bring in. Remember now, we got zero money back. We paid in full before occupying, as we occupied this premises. They were paid in full. And so we were Our efforts were trying to get them to give us some of our money back so that we can give some of them, make amenities or make amenities for these spectators. But hope that answers the question.
He said he just messing with you, man. Keep on going. He just on here. He trolling.
Well,
keep going.
So why would you? This is a serious ass issue. We're not trying to play with this issue and joke with this issue. This is fucking serious. Your baby could have been in there and could have had a heat stroke or something in there. And one of the things that kept the thing kosher was the fact that we're one of the few events that took place this past weekend that had an actual certified medical trainer on site. He helped a lot of people remain calm throughout this process and endure, with the solution process. But yet and still, that stuff don't matter to many of out there.
You know, and somebody just put something down. You know what I didn't think about? The referees, they had to stay there too.
Yes, man. Refs was telling
I didn't even think about that. I mean, somebody just put it. He said, I ref that before. They on some BS. I didn't even think about what I did. I just saw a parent send me a picture of the kids, their team walking out of the building. And every kid had their shirt off. They had their shirt off going out the building. So I'm like, shit, it's hot. And I said, wow. I didn't even know, Jim, you gotta understand, I didn't know what the event was. I didn't know what it was. They just said, man, look at this. The air is not in the building. They didn't tell me what event was or nothing. As a matter of fact, I didn't ask. For real. Because shit, I know I wasn't going.
That's the thing. The facility, again, the facility owners are knowingly renting this place out. And
they practicing negligence. That's what they're doing.
So, guys, understand something. It's deeper than, I understand, shit rolls downhill. So to the parents or to the spectators, they would look at the event operator. And the event operator is, understand, and we're looking at the liaison or the pawn that, or the guy that works for the owners who received the money physically. Then he's passing the bill up.
Right.
And it's a dog, cat, rat, cheese type chain.
Yeah, but in his defense, Jimmy, he probably don't. It ain't his responsibility. I mean, I know it's on him, but shit, he ain't finna pay to fix it.
No. But you're part of the process.
Oh, he part of the process, but so he ain't got a quality to fix it.
That's where
So what he should have told you? You saying he should have said, "Hey man, this air ain't right, man." That's his responsibility.
This air ain't right. I respect you and Rick Nelson. I respect what you're doing. This air ain't right. Hey man, what we can do is we can give you an option to occupy or decline. And if you occupy, it's at a lower rate.
Yeah.
Then that way now.
But what if he didn't have that kind of juice to be able to do that? I want my money. What if his boss told him, I want my money?
Guess what? You still
got to relay it to you.
You still can give the option, hey man, the air ain't right, man. You guys can stay, or you can come, or you can not. But the air ain't right.
That's all you got to do.
That's the part that I'm hitting on, period. Before I even start anywhere else. That's called accepting responsibility. And so what I'm telling the constituents, I had no earthly idea. And I have electronic physical proof with the conversation with them that I had no idea. And they know it.
Jimmy, in your case, I got to help you because you ain't never gave an event when no damn heat wasn't in it.
Exactly.
So it wasn't. It was
air wasn't in it.
Air wasn't it. The lights went out. But that wasn't your fault. That was a transformer.
Yeah, but and that happens. You have to be
That
willing
happens.
to solutions.
That's an active. That's what they call that an active nature. But the thing is, and like you said, Trey Phillips said it. The problem is, Jimmy, they've been getting away with it. So that's why I'm glad you called their ass out, the playground or whatever Houston is, whatever it is.
Playground Houston.
Playground Houston, y'all. Don't rent the facility unless you're one person. You can rent the facility, but everybody else don't rent the facility. Don't rent that facility. So we're giving you a Yelp on the Chop Shop today. This is our Yelp. No one else should have the reason you to. So tell a friend, tell another friend, like y'all tell every damn thing else. Tell people don't rent. If you got, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. No. Don't nobody rent that gym no more until they take. Guess what? They'll fix it then.
They will.
Because guess what? When somebody told me, a parent told me, but Robert, the air was good. The people in the concession stand had air.
Yes, they did. When you think back on it, they did.
Absolute. That's all, man. That's all we got to do, man. Dude, we got to that dude. We telling everybody right now. Can't use that spot no more, man. Don't give them another quarter. Not quarter. Quarter. You want me to email him, Jimmy? What would you want me to email today?
Well, I said yesterday we were going to provide.
Okay, let me put it on the screen.
An email address.
Okay.
For you guys.
Okay.
To send and for collectively. You know, Beyonce got her beehive. We got the Chop Shop. We got the Boom Boom Rooms.
West, yeah.
And you can join our efforts in emailing.
Okay.
Because here's what people will say when you're in litigations.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you the only one complaining about this?
Okay.
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's some of the things that they normally are accustomed to saying. So that means you're the problem guy. Why are you the only one complaining about this? Everybody else came in this place in this month, they had no problem with it because there were no emailed, no documented complaints. You have to put stuff in writing.
Mm-hmm.
We have been, understand something. One thing about these typewriters and about these keyboards, it don't matter if your handwriting ain't good no more. It don't matter if you can't write in cursive no more. Or good. It don't matter if you can't put a sentence together no more. They got spell check. Simply write something. Something. It could be 2 sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna stop
Mm-hmm.
providing these type of atmospheres for our young babies. Because there's girls playing that facility too, probably. That is the email address. All right. That is one of them that you guys can go and send a message to. That is a cell phone number. You can text that number and say, when are you going to get the air fix in the playground, Houston?
Yeah.
That's a question. That means they got to respond. Oh, they ain't got to, but that means, that's a question. That's a fair question. What day are you getting the air fixed at Playground Houston? We just want to know down in Houston. And guys, like I said, it may not seem like much. Some of you guys may be pessimistic towards this. I'm telling you that these types of efforts work. I'm telling you. I promise you, if you are faithful and you galvanize together in such efforts, it does work. And you know what happens when you see it work, probably for the first time? It gives you a feeling of joy that is undescribable because you fought. And just imagine, like I said, it's hard to prove right now, but just say if this was a civil manner, then that means you fought for civil rights. That means those young boys watching you help to make a difference for their future. It's a small scale, but that's what it feels like when you're fighting for justice.
And Jimmy, all it is, you just, man, we got other gyms. We don't have to use that damn gym.
You don't have to, but you don't have to. That first and foremost,
Shit,
that's what I'm saying.
that's how you hurt them folks. You hurt their ass in the pocket. Don't give them another damn dime. That's how you hurt them. If you keep on coming out there and using their facilities, they don't care. You got to hurt them kind of people in their pocket. Go somewhere else. Okay, if it's empty up there, now it might be nice and cool in there now because ain't nobody in that regular mother.
Nobody in there, and that's what they do. They go open the door, see it's cool in the air's working. No, the air ain't. There's not 4 courts being occupied with games, and you going at 9 o'clock in the morning. No, you got to go there after games have been played in the morning, leading to the afternoon, and the doors opening and closing. Remember, my grandma would say, "You gonna stay in out that house? Close that damn screen door. Close that damn door." That's what she meant back in the days. That heat overcomes air if they're battling coming into a space.
Hey man, evidently them people think, well, they're gonna come to you. Y'all just don't have no events there. And I know that sounds hard. Y'all, well, Robert, they got 4 floors. I don't care how many damn floors they got. Hurt their ass in the pocket.
And lastly, honestly, you mentioned that you worked the air work and Dukes. And you might have missed this. I'll just simply reiterate.
It's different.
On May the 19th through the 21st, the temperature in Houston, the high was 79, then it jumped to 84 on Sunday. That is no comparison to 105 degrees, 102 degrees outside in July. That is a 20-something degrees difference of heat. Damn, it's not the same. It's not the same. So that's where it made you think it was cooler. Guys, come on now. Y'all smarter than that. Have you ever, when you bought a unit, a HVAC for your house, have you ever had one installed or had one go out? They sell them, they measure, they call them a 3-ton, a 4-ton, a 5-ton, 2-ton. Well, that means a 2-ton is like a 4-cylinder.
Yeah,
it's only gonna go and keep cool a certain amount of square feet. Especially if you got one don't have upstairs, downstairs. Some people would need that 1 2-ton or 3-ton ain't gonna keep that whole house cold. So it might say it's on 68 degrees, 72 degrees. Really, upstairs, it's gonna be 90-something degrees in your house. That's the same as some of these things. If you see, they have different air conditioners. The main one is not working. Period. So that's the thing.
If the main one ain't working, we in trouble.
Yeah. So that's we want to get you guys on that. Now, also, thanks, Doug. We have we're creeping up on the moment. Well, right now it's 2:05, and Justin Begg, young rising senior at Episcopal School in Houston. He's a pretty talented young man who basically got it out of the mud. He had one of those, small for a couple of years, hit a good growth spurt, got himself around 6 foot tall, and it was producing, was a valuable contributor on the Nike EYBL team, the Houston Hoops, which qualified for Peace Jam. Justin Begg is going to announce his college any moment now, any second now.
He already did it, Jim.
Okay, he has.
Put it up there.
George Mason. Awesome.
What was his options?
Texas State, Sam Houston State, George Mason, and I'm missing another one I'm missing. Those were the valuable options for Justin Begg. George Mason was the first. They remember he went on an official visit, and he wanted to commit then. Some people convinced his father or convinced his family to hold off, wait, try it out, check out a couple other places. And my thing was, if you found what you want, commit. I even told the parent that you change your mind anytime. Like, he can change his mind he has up until the second Wednesday of November to change his mind, if there's a reason for him to change his mind. But they've thought on it, obviously, long and hard, and this is his decision. George Mason. Shout out to Justin Begg. Even more so, was the fact that this young man personally called me this morning to give a thanks for just being a motivating source, for being a source of support in some cases, being a source of exposure. He gave me a personal phone call. And believe it or not, guys, I use things to measure, and I play the odds a lot when I'm evaluating people. That's abnormal in today's society, because so many adults have conversations in front of these kids, and your displeasure becomes the kid's displeasure. Man, and forget him, man. He got it. He don't like my kid. You know what? It don't make no sense, man. Forget him. He don't know what he's doing. So that means if a kid hear a person whom they idolize voice that type of displeasure about something, then guess what is likely to happen? That the influence, the mindset of that particular kid is probably going to grow to dislike that adult as well. Because that's the protective nature. Protective nature.
Boy, I love these people on this. Did you say something about getting it out the mud?
Yeah.
You said that. And Wesley Yates had a great question for you.
What did he say?
He said, question is, how do you get it out of the mud, and your daddy has ran the hoop for 17 years and a half? What is your definition of getting it out of the mud?
Let me read that. How do you get it out of the mud, and your dad has ran the hoop for 17 years and a half? Well, he got out of the mud because his dad was one of the most despised men in the country in grassroots basketball. So that means you're blocked off, you're boxed off, you're blackballed at every corner and turn because people don't like your pappy. So when people don't like your pappy, you're going to get some of the buckshots. That's true stuff. Unless you go out there and get it the old-fashioned way, to the point where people say, man, you know what?
Okay, that's a good point.
I don't like his pappy, but that dude all right.
That's a good point.
It happened a year ago with Marlon Lowe. With Jalen Lowe. Jalen Lowe hit a growth spurt first. And guess what? He started balling like you wouldn't believe. And I appreciate the question, because it's a great question. But I'm giving it to you as nobody would probably say publicly. Nobody would say it publicly, because nobody want to hurt nobody's feelings. In this new basketball arena, nobody want to hurt nobody. And that's what, bottom line, it is what it is. But truth be told, you know what? Christian Begg is a dad. Guess what? He was right there on the front line a month and a half ago when they were built, when Sandra was opening up a brand new rack room, random act of kindness room we shared with you guys on the Chop Shop, and they donated items. So did Aaron Harrison with the Houston Defenders. Went in and donated a couple of items. Doesn't take much, but they were on the front line of willing to provide things. So that's not saying, I said some people around the country despise him. And guess what? The kid went and he's a guard. Guards are everywhere. You can win with him. He's been balling. And he ain't just Christian Begg's son no more. You notice I didn't say it's the dad's name until the post went up. He's Justin Begg. It's like Jalen Lowe. It ain't Marlon Lowe's son in most cases now. People say Jalen Lowe. They know who Jalen Lowe is. And your son has a different thing. That's the same. It's a namesake. Mm-hmm. You know? But at some point in time, when you got to describe a kid and you no longer have to say that's his dad, that dude that made it. Jace Posey. We don't have to. When the last time we told y'all, well, that's James Posey's son who used to play in the NBA. We don't even have to say that anymore. He established his own identity based on his merits on the court and on the track and field. When you get to a certain point, Justice Winslow. At a certain point, we didn't have to say that Ricky Winslow's dad. People didn't even know Ricky Winslow was a McDonald's All-American. One of the first 5 from this whole area, from this whole state. Back in 1982. But at some point, he was Justice Winslow.
These folks crazy, man. These folks, yeah. They just, man. If you notice, I'm quiet. I'm just keep talking, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna let y'all. Sometimes the Chop Shop, they probably wasn't ready for that answer. You asked that question subliminally, and I gave you the answer. They're like, "Whoa!"
Oh, you gave it to you gave the answer. You gave that was a good one. I like that one.
That's the thing. And guess
what? You were absolutely correct.
He competes. He competes.
No, I ain't talking about the kid. I'm talking about you're absolutely correct about the daddy. The kid is a jewel. Yeah. Kid's a jewel.
Yeah.
He's a relevant player and has earned it, but getting it out of the mud means you got it with very no resources or connections. Herb Baker, shut up, man. Can't stand Herb Baker, man.
Understand, put it in that perspective. His first offer came from George Mason. There was no pre-existing relationship between his dad and that coaching staff. His dad has pre-existing relations with every school around in the state of Texas, indirectly or directly. Think about it. You got TJ, who used to be with Texas Pro. He's the head coach at Texas State. His assistant coaches run one of the grassroots programs down here. He was a coach on one of the sneaker programs. You got Anthony Favre at Sam Houston State. All right. You got Jake White at Sam Houston State. Relationship. Stephen Woods, who's one of your coaches with the Houston Hoops, he played and was a star at SMU. That's a connection. Everywhere I can go on and on with connections. They wasn't the first to offer this dude. George Mason was. And they knew George Mason didn't get the kid was ready to commit there. So that means George Mason saw him with honest eyeballs. That's what I call it. Meaning eyeballs wasn't tainted. They saw him and they liked what they saw.
He can play.
And they's like, we can use him. He's not the first kid from Houston to go to George Mason and play. Think about a couple of years back, we had a young man from Lamar High School that went to George Mason and started there. I can't think of the young fella's name. He went to Houston Lamar. Then he went to George Mason.
What's my coach name used to coach there? They went to Georgia Tech, the black coach. Was that George Mason?
Oh, Paul Hewitt.
Paul Hewitt used to be a George Mason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Shout out to this man. Go on and get them commitments in. Hopefully more kids. If you're playing around with these offers, don't mess around and get yourself played. I'm telling you, don't play with these offers. These schools, these colleges I'm talking about, they are only, when you see a lot of these coaches at a lot of these events, you have to understand something. They would not admit this publicly. But I'm here to tell you, a lot of the coaches will go and will go to the College Basketball Academy next week up in Memphis. You know one of the reasons they're going to go? To fraternize with some of their colleagues from other schools. They're going to go so they can get a chance to kick it with some of their buddies at some of on the other staffs around the country. Because when are they going to see them again? You follow me? When are they going to see them again? August is known as vacation month. When August comes around, most college coaches and their families, that's when they take vacations. June is camp month. They can't go on vacation that month. They prepping for team camp, elite camps, got to get on the road for TABC type stuff. August is known as the vacation month for college coaches. So, guys, don't play with this stuff. So that means September comes around, they doing official visits, these football games, they gonna bring in their top guys, they trying to close a deal, and they just going through the motions with a lot of those other kids. Using your kid as bait. I know you know what I'm talking about. Use your kid as bait. They're going to bring you along to make that other kid go on and commit, make them think they want your kid. So they bring you down on the college campus. Don't be a bait. Be nobody else's bait. And some of y'all really don't, some people I think really don't care about bait. I was telling the guy this morning how some of these kids just really want a new pair of tennis shoes. They want to get shoes in the box that they don't have to pay for without a receipt. That's basically what they want. They want shoes in the box.
Their value
without a receipt. And then once they get to college, the other level want, they just want a pair of white socks with Jerry West logo on them motherfuckers. That's all they want. Meaning you just want to just play, go try out, go work out. They give you a pair of NBA socks when you come try it. If you ain't got none, they give you a pair. So you just want a pair of socks and a reversible, a t-shirt, property of the pro team, whatnot. Just say, that's all you guys. Remember now, grown folks, don't let these kids fall for the okie doke. We got any more questions? We get ready to land this plane, man. Get up out of here on this, y'all guys. You guys know I can go.
That was good. That was good. I learned something today. Thank you, Doug and Jim, for breaking the news for them young guys, man.
Doug just mentioned a lot of schools go play abroad. You only get one out of international trip per 4 years, Doug. So a college can only go abroad once every 4 years. Mm-hmm. So
Memphis going to Costa Rica, something like Dominican. They're going to
once every 4 years.
Yeah.
And
they went to the Bahamas 4 years ago. Yeah, you're right.
You only get one every 4 years. Mm-hmm. So don't get, once again, that's educational. So when you can look and tell.
Don't go every time.
If a school going this year, that means they can't go to your son a senior or a junior, that is.
That man said, don't forget about Champ. Oh, Bettina, hold on. Bettina, why you come on so late for, girl? She talking about the Academy event. Do you know how they handle submissions? She said, I submitted and never heard back either way except decline. That Academy in Memphis, because she lived in Memphis. Jimmy, that was for you. I don't know nothing about that damn Academy.
Yeah, that's next week.
No. She said, do you know how they handle the submissions?
Oh, it's a question. Oh, well, yes. First of all, a kid is to nominate themselves.
Oh.
Any kid can nominate himself. Uh-huh. But then
he submitted, but she never heard back.
Okay. College coaches get to nominate about 7 to 8 nominees from the colleges. So first, to be eligible, you have to nominate yourself.
Okay.
I mean, from the pool of, then the colleges will recommend, I think 7 or 8.
Is it too late?
Yeah, it's way too late. Because here's what they're doing, Adam. The NCAA is not only flying the young men out there and young women. Oh. They get one parent get to fly free too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's a lot of accommodation has to be done.
So are teams going too?
Well, they realized, which was a smart move for them.
Ain't JL3 going?
Some young teams, 16 and under, they took 16 and under and 15 and under. A couple of those were eligible to qualify as a team because they realized some of the some of the nominees
wasn't no thump in them.
It wasn't enough to make those college.
So how did JL3 go?
They went in. They didn't. Teams that did not qualify for Peace Jam.
But they were at Peace Jam.
Some teams that did not qualify.
But this team did qualify.
I just said some teams that did not qualify, I know got invites as a team. Then like Houston Defenders had to go and play in certain events, and they qualified by making it to the championship game. They went to Orlando and they qualified. USA Basketball deemed it a qualifier event. Now, it's specifically in regard to the JL3 16 and under team.
That's the team that's going.
I'm saying I don't know what rule they fall up under.
I got you.
They deemed and picked some of the ones that did not qualify. I know that for a fact, and sent invites. Maybe a lot of those guys didn't accept them enough. They just went on and just say, "We'll take a couple more who want to be here," And that's kind of like how that transpired. Hopefully, that answered or helped to answer your question.
Bettina, I don't know. Any teams want to go to China? Let Seal Right know. What kind of team? High school teams can't go to China, can they?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean an actual team?
Well, Silver Wright just asked the question. Any teams want to go to China, let him know.
Not if they're playing against salary paid athletes. You know what I'm saying? Compliance is, remember, once again, you have the money to go, you can go, resources to go, you can go
wherever you want to go. Okay.
Yeah, Cyril White, you took a group of high school kids over there before.
Oh, he talking about college. He just said he want college. He want college.
Okay, I didn't say they took a kid. There was a group of high school kids went to China.
Why wish TSU go over there and kill everybody? TSU will come over there and beat everybody in China. TSU will come beat everybody in China, man.
Oh yeah, Cyril White, and that's a good business to be in because once you just put it all together, and people doing it already.
Your homeboys up there in Toronto, they practiced at what's the boy Drake's house the other day.
Who that?
Calipari's team. You know he put it all on social media. Oh my God, they practiced. They played in Toronto, and they got a chance to practice at Drake's house.
You think Drake got his people?
He wasn't there though. He on tour.
I'm saying I know he's in New York tonight. I'm saying, do you think that his people had anything to do with that trip? His people, just like you might have a person in your circle that can hook that up.
Oh yeah, somebody had to hook it up.
So somebody from Drake camp ate off of this event.
Hey Jimmy, let me help Kendrick Lewis right quick. Let me educate him. Hawaii is in America, man. That's not a damn foreign trip. Now let's keep going, Jimmy. Yates went to Hawaii. That's America, man. Come on, Jimmy. Okay, thanks, Jimmy. I asked for individual submissions, not the team. Those were separate. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, the teams are playing teams, Adam, and the individuals are played as individuals. Which
Jimmy, I'll be going to Blue Heaven in a week or two. I'll be at Blue Heaven myself. I'm going to see my grandson again. I'm going to Blue Heaven. Yeah. Quit hating on me, man, because I'm going to Blue Heaven. Because I don't want to go to no damn juice box downtown. I'm going to Blue Heaven. They say they're going to give me the royal treatment out there when I go out there. How about that? I'm going to come down Vin Scully Boulevard. You's a hater. He's a hater.
All I know is, speaking of, approximately 1 year from now, July the 26th through the 28th, the Houston Astros going to be hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers. Me and you going to go to that game like Claude and Ray.
I don't want to go to the juice box, man. I'm going to Blue Heaven, Jimmy.
We ain't going to sit way up there where they sit at. No, we ain't going to sit way up there. We're going to go to the Dodgers come to Houston on the 26th to the 28th of 2024. It's on and popping.
2024, that's 2 days.
They released the schedule already for next year. They released the schedule, Heather, over the weekend.
Do they play this year?
They've already played this year.
They ain't gonna go back out there and play? I'm
not sure.
They done?
I'm not sure.
All I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be in Blue Heaven right there. And I'm gonna be in Blue Heaven like this here. Hey Jimmy, I might go live from Blue Heaven. I'm gonna go live for Blue Heaven. In case y'all don't know what Blue Heaven is, that's the Dodger Stadium.
Guess who the Astros open up with next year?
Who?
Them pinstripe boys. Them pinstripe boys.
I like the pinstripe boy. They
In
just
Houston.
make everybody shave. I couldn't be on the pinstripe because I ain't shaving. You had to shave. Hey, that man said Puerto Rico is U.S. territory. That's the U.S. too, man. Let me see what they talk. Why you have a beef with me? I ain't got no beef, man. You put Hawaii up there, man. Yates went to Hawaii. We talking about international trips, I thought. And you always trolling, man. University of Washington, so Wesley Yates, they headed to Spain in less than a month, Jimmy. Oh, my God. Jimmy, Spain. Hey, make sure you send me the list of cities they going in. I got to know. What's up, Matt? Oh. Let's get a college team, man. Go, man, I wish I could find a college team that just want to go to China. That's a long-ass flight, Jimmy. Ni hao. Let's get out of here, man. Y'all gonna have me acting crazy, man, today, man.
Let me go and grab my basketball.
Man. Hey, man, you actually got a damn flask, man. Use a freaking alcoholic. Anybody who got one of them damn things there is a damn alcoholic, man. Man, why you got a flask, man?
Alcoholic do this. But I got the basketball grip.
This man got a flask. How many of y'all on here got a flask?
Good Lord.
How many people on this feed got a flask, man? Jimmy, that man got a flask, man.
Drink that thing like horse cart right now.
I just want hosts don't be drinking. Do hosts be drinking?
When they on bananas, they go
I ain't no husband. I'm just trying to see who got a flask. Kevin Freeman, we know what you are. I know you got one. We ain't talking about you. Anybody else other than Kevin Freeman, we know who you can out. You the only person I know can out drink Jimmy. Oh, David Garrett, say it ain't so.
Tanya got 2, 3, 4 flasks.
Man, let me get off the face. Man, all these damn alcoholics on this show.
She got one painting with the bezels and the thing. With she got the
no, she a Delta, I think. She a Delta.
She a Delta.
So she got a red one. Red. Yeah, it got to be.
She got a red with the rhinestones or something in that thing.
Doug be drinking. Doug say he got one. Oh, Doug, man. All you damn alcoholics with flags. God damn.
Michael Jordan said he got it.
He got a Jordan 1 flask. Wow.
And don't forget, yeah.
Wow. I feel sorry for y'all. Hold up. I just keep a bottle of wine with me. I love that.
Hey, man.
Huh?
Do you know they done fired, reassigned, relieved the principals at Wording and Yates High School?
How many times they gonna fire the damn woman at Yates?
Man. And so as a result, a rumor that, well, not a rumor, well, whispers that I had pushed or stated on the Chop Shop back around June the 19th or the 20th, that Calvin Murphy III was rumored to be leaving Yates High School. It's now official that he is leaving to go to a prep school in Arizona. And ironically, one of the players that's on that team was a member of Murphy's grassroots basketball team. And these are the signs that I tried to tell people over and over and over again. Kids, in many cases, are your best recruiters. these kids. Grown folk would charge the grown folk with the case, but the kids normally are the ones who's doing the recruiting. They'll put them. This, it might be your roommate on the road, and next thing you know, either you're gonna influence that kid to come to your school, or you're gonna have enough fun spending the weekend or maybe a night over his house, going to a cookout or outing with the family, and that's normally how it starts. So Calvin Murphy Jr., the third is leaving Jack Yates. Don't get it twisted. HISD, Houston Independent School District, is not necessarily doing a whole lot to encourage student athletes to remain in the district. But if you are an above average student in the classroom, that means you are taking care of what you can control. So therefore, no matter who's the principal or not, you're still going to be a qualifying student athlete that would be a recruitable prospect for a Division I college. Best of wishes to Calvin Murphy III. Hope it works out. He's not the first to leave Jack Yates, and probably won't be the last. But meanwhile, I know that Jack Yates High School is on schedule to fly back to Minneapolis this December as they resume the George Floyd Classic in that particular city. And I think the girls may be going as well. So I have more details on that event as it comes to my desk. But that is remember we went there a couple of years ago, Alan, I live streamed directly from the George Floyd Square, gave you guys a straight direct view into the scene where he was tragically killed by the corrupt police officer.
Derek Chauvin
and his comrades, co-workers, ex-co-workers.
Race soldiers, that's what I call.
Race soldiers?
Yeah.
So guys, Memphis, speaking of that, if you're living in Memphis,
what?
And of course I'll be dipping through there next week to take a peek at in support of some of the young people that'll be representing the state of Texas, and also the fellowship with some of the college coaches as they got the new cheat sheet book that goes out to those coaches. The new booklet is just was released, and it gives them a lot of intel. See, look, I got the Chop Shop ad in there.
I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah. Check this out. Hold up before you do anything.
It's Memphis. Nothing but Memphis. Everywhere we go, it's Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, the beautiful land in the world. It's Memphis.
That dude behind him with that towel on his neck, don't he remind you of that boy on Fat Albert who wore the thing over his head?
Quit worrying about all of that. Quit worrying about all of that. All I need y'all to do is, so that's next weekend?
Next week, the 24th through the 27th. Then the girls are the 28th through the
I might sneak
30th.
I didn't want to go. Let me see what Penny and them doing. Let me see what he's doing. If he there, I'll be there. If he there, I'm coming.
Well, obviously he's going to be there. You're the home turf. It's not on your campus.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm trying to see who's doing it. I still don't understand it yet. Huh?
Well, it's the same concept that happened at University of Houston back when when Kenneth Lofton Jr. was part of that first class.
Oh, that's that same thing?
That's that camp, but instead of having north,
I thought it was regional.
They just made it all one now.
Okay.
So now the college coaches don't have to pick and choose
which
region they want to go in. You know, you get a city. So now it's all.
I'm gonna go down there, man. I'm gonna go down
400 kids. It's a lot of games going on at the same time.
Let me call him right. I'm texting right now, man. What's up with that? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. He spelled it out for y'all. But anyway, guys, we got to land the plane. It's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Tuesday. See you guys definitely on tomorrow, Women Rock Wednesday. Shout out, happy birthday to household of Mindy Collins and
Dennis. Dennis. It's Dennis'
yeah,
birthday.
What that mean? That mean the grill cooking. That mean the grill.
Oh, happy birthday to Penny too. Penny Hardaway. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Coach. God. Happy birthday, Doc. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. But happy birthday, man. But you right. Let's get out of here. Got things to do. See y'all tomorrow, Jim. Boy. Somebody just sent me a picture of a damn flask with the damn Dallas Cowboys, terrible as the worst freaking team in the world on it. Yeah, Jimmy, that's the kind of flash you need. Let's go.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.